run deep. Like the feet of desperate people flee, and in 2010 the city seems to be burning from the inside out. Realtors using our skin as charcoal. The blacker, the faster they burn, the happier the customer, who are not afraid to say, we want no color here.
When I say people remind me of teeth, do not smile. I have never been a fisherman of grins. I do not cast off lines and expect you to bite. There is no lure here that will support life. When I say people remind me of teeth, I mean they are crooked and stubborn, start to hurt when they are hollow, and become lucky only when lost. When you are gone, I will not sleep with your picture under my pillow, and I will awake unchanged.
So I have been listening closer to the contours and colors created by sound. Vocal cord vibrations and pleases and thank yous, hellos and how are yous. I've missed you. I love you. And I know I've got a lot of work to do, because when you speak to me in hues, I promise I will really see you. You are beautiful, seen across sonic spectrums, heard in technicolor cadence, so please, fill in this blank, even if it is a little late. It is really great to finally meet you. So thank you. We are You Speaks Hawaii. I really want to thank Robert Sullivan for inviting us to participate in your class today. We're really enjoying the idea of being able to give you guys a performance. We are a spoken word group from Hawaii. We started in 2005. We've been competing competitively at the Brave New Voices Festival, which is the national festival, and it actually travels across the United States. And this particular group won the national festival in 2008 and 2009. And we've been really fortunate. This is our second visit to Aotearoa, so we're really looking forward to spending some time with you. Would like to introduce Jamaica and John Osorio. They're going to be first up, and then there's also Olakei Patrice, Itai Wong, and Will Giles. So thank you again so much for having us. And
forgotten. The ones who shape my heart from their rib cages, I want to taste the tears in their names. Trace their souls onto my vocal cords so that I can feel related again, because I have forgotten my father's own grandparents' middle names. Forgotten the colors that they used to sew me together with, but there's a culture, a people, somewhere beneath my skin that I have been searching for since I landed here, but it's hard to feel sometimes, because at Stanford, we are innovative. The city of Macintosh breeds thinkers of tomorrow, so I have forgotten how to remember, but our roots cannot remember themselves, will not remember how to dance unless we are chanting for them, and will not sing unless we are listening. But our tongues feel too foreign in our own mouths, we don't dare speak out loud. So we can't even pronounce our own parents' names, and who'll care to teach them mine if I don't teach them? I want to teach my future children how to spell family with my middle name, Heoli Mele Ikalani, how to feel love with Kamaka Viva Ole, how to taste the culture in the Kumulimbo. Please, do not forget me, my father, Kamaka Viva Ole, who could not forget his own Lealoha. Do not forget what's left, because this is all you have, and you won't find your roots online. We have no dances or chants, and we have no history, just friends. No roots, just tears. This is all I have of my family history that's real, and now it's yours. O Elroy Thomas and Aloha Osorio Hikane. O Clara K. Kule Hibahine no Kulawa. Ahano Iyo. O Jonathan K. Kamaka Viva Ole Osorio Hikane. O Jonathan K. Kamaka Viva Ole Osorio Hikane. O Mary Carol Dunn Hibahine. No Kulawa. Ahano Iyo. O Jamaica. Heoli Mele Kalani Osorio Hikane. Do not forget us.
come from a long line of traditions in which men do not know their fathers.
High above the canopy of military branches,
Like don't ask, don't tell your children the names they call you.
Private,
Corporal,
Sergeant, Lieutenant Captain. I call you Dad, but the Navy never gave you medals for that.
so you kept your past quiet.
Salute to the red, white, and blue.
Demons in the shadows of your skeleton
Your
platoons.
past is haunted, so you keep quiet.
Since the day they took dignity away,
Like
don't ask, don't tell your children the names they call you. Flip,
Monkey,
ape,
chink,
soulless heathen savage. I call you Papa. But the Air Force never awarded medals for surviving discrimination.
so you kept your past quiet.
Filipino Hawaiian roots severed to serve the troops.
Drafted native family tree,
Grafted to military branches. The armed forces have kept my father silent since the day that we grew from our family tree. I can trace my lineage
back to the forest of family trees, once home to howler monkeys.
Silence gripped our family tree like strangler fixed species until decay. We've been broken vocal cords ever since. Is it any wonder why families keep silence as an heirloom?
My father has TV screens for eyelids. I know him best when he is asleep.
As a child, my father went on missions due to military duties.
I discovered this from the Discovery Channel in between his constant snores. He has kept his life secret.
Like child safety locked thoughts, spotless like camouflage, he speaks with his hands. Pinpoint precision puts his grip around Allen wrenches.
I try to learn these lessons with photographic memory, but nothing remains except the lily encased cases of artillery
While
shells.
presently, he repents his history like a passion.
Because he doesn't want me to follow in his footsteps.
He is 5'6", from fingertip to magazine clip, bootstraps to helmet. This is the frame of a soldier.
He has dark skin and
His
scars.
tongue is not broken.
He speaks with clarity,
But never seems to share with me the stories of his past. And I wonder, how many moons might pass before I ask him, what have I missed?
Tell me of the sirens you've kissed.
Or the mermaids that lay sleeping in your wrist. Tell me of your childhood as I'm leaving mine behind.
You wear 26 years of militant command like a badge of silence.
And I've just begun to learn our family name. There were stories written in the wrinkles of your eyes.
Like you tried to sleep away the politics in your pupils.
Trying to find the meanings of words like yes.
And thank you, sir.
Take my seat. My skin is 2 shades too dark, and this collar fits me like a leash. Send me the Kevlar you've hidden in your skin. Allow me to radio for help. I need to know you so I can know myself.
I need to know if the forest in my bones is honing into your past.
Do I remind you of boot camp? Are you wearing yourself thin?
Do my hands hold the lands they flew you to?
Are you training me to be silent?
Covering up your tracks, are you covering up your tracks?
Running with maps to take your position?
Are you protecting me from a head-on collision with your past?
We used to be howlers who called God by first name. Before silence anaconda our tongues came. I come from a long line of twisted vocal spine in the garden of weeds. So Eden taught me to speak with the tongue of the beast. Spit like serpent spit, I kiss quiet with the death grip.
I've grown a voice to shield my lips just in case my fingertips weren't able to protect me.
You have yet to realize that silence is not armor. You wore it like a uniform until it deformed your vocal cord shut. The military raised you with a stapled tongue, like don't ask, don't tell, but I'm telling you, don't ask. Just yell the names the children call you.
Dad,
Father, Papa. We used to be howlers, high-frequency screams, loud crowds of mouths making sounds.
Silenced by nothing. Now I'm reviving the past, hoping
Our lineage of silence is finally broken. So never again will men not know their fathers. It's the only tradition we'll keep, is our family tree's ability to speak.
Just a quick preface to this piece. Itai and I go to school in Wisconsin. There's 43,000 undergrad at our school, and it is 93% white. He is one of the 2 Polynesians I know at the school. And just coming from Hawaii, that was a rude shock. This is entitled Tuesday. I walked into the cigarette store. They sell other things there, but I was there for one. I stood in line. Immediately, his eyes began their silent alarm. People swing dancing around the whites, and his eyes, and me. Then it was just us. He gaped at my upper lip as if it were the pin atop a grenade. Took a breath of confidence, then nodded for me to speak. American spirits, I say. His sharp intake of breath wondered, boy, where is your accent? A voice that clean shouldn't come from mud like that. He checked if I had anything in my hands before turning around and grabbing the pack I had asked for. His hunched shoulders wondered how many pounds of plastic explosives I had strapped to my chest at that very moment. He turned around. $8. He choked out. He grasped at the box in his hand as if it were the coffin. What do you know about American spirits, his knotted fingers spat, remembering the way they sat gripped in his lap at his cousin's funeral. He wondered if his cousin's soul, his last scream, looked like a wisp of smoke